I'm earnestly going to pray that one day, before people write stuff on my social feeds, that they actually listen to what I say. So let's just start with this. And I'm going to say this again. I'm repeating it because it needs to be repeated, obviously, because of the volume of people who don't understand. Goodness gracious. Most of the world has been, unfortunately, brainwashed with misinformation. Yeah, I love that word, but it's true. So, you know, we've spent a lot of time. I was in a series talking to you about the origins, basically the beginning, the genesis of Judaism. Please, for the love of God, read your Bible carefully. Abraham was not Jewish. There was no Judaism at the time of Abraham. And anybody wanting to espouse that idea is rooted in the fact that they have been indoctrinated. And whether that is by those who are preaching Judaism or those who are even, I've heard Christians say stuff like this. And there is no, obviously there is no scriptural basis for this because one, Judaism did not exist at the time of Abraham. So please, I've done a whole series on this, and I know you might say, but this is what I've been told, and this is what books say. Right. And the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is look at who wrote the book and look at their scholarship. Then I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to ask you to actually open up the Bible and read that God called Abraham, and by the way, I don't know how you could get to it by any other means. God called Abraham out of Ur of Chaldees, and historically, we know that his father, Terah, worshipped idols. There was no Judaism then. You can't have Judaism without the tribe of Judah existing. And the tribe of Judah did not exist at the time of Abraham. That came much later. So Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob has many children, and Judah is one of them. Now, please tell me how you get to this corner. So it just keeps being repeated over and over. And as I said, it's not just the Jewish folks that do this. Unfortunately, I've heard many famous Christian preachers do the same thing. And it's like, what book are you reading? Or we just don't want to offend. Offend who? Offend God? So enough with this already. And listen, if you find what I'm saying offensive, it's because you are not ready to actually read this book with your own eyes instead of the caricature, and it's in plain English when it says that God called Abraham out of Ur of Chaldees, not some land called Israel that didn't exist yet, not land called Palestine. God called Abraham out of Ur of Chaldees as an idol worshiper, most likely. It says his father did. And if you know a little bit of history and you can dig a little bit, we can know that the culture out of Ur of Chaldees was not anything close to, remotely close to what we read in the Bible about the God that emerges, that we come to know. So, okay, that's from that.
Come to this house, magnify the Lord. Lift up holy hands, our hearts in one accord. Worship and bow down before Him. Exalt His name today. Come into this house,